Hopefully, Eddie, you can join us. Hopefully, you're feeling better. We're sorry you're not here. We're recording class specifically for you, so we hope you feel better. Adding all types of fractions. Here we go. All right, adding all types of fractions. Now, again, guys, I'm here. All right, so you tell me what you don't know. All right, you tell me what you don't know. Go ahead and plug this in real quick. Now, again, yesterday, the fractions had what? Why was yesterday so easy, Ashley? Yeah, they already had common denominators. All right, they already had common denominators. So today, they don't have common denominators. And yesterday, we didn't really get a big chance to talk over borrowing and stuff like that. So we have a lot to talk about today. And listen, this is a subject that most kids really are not good at. All right? And I pride myself on St. John's leaving with a good understanding of fractions. All right? Like I said, not just adding and subtracting fractions, but adding and subtracting positives and negatives. And that's really confusing. All right? Really confusing. So remember what I told you. As soon as you get behind, you got to speak up. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to go through these and talk, all right? And usually I let you do the problems because they're kind of easy. But I'm going to talk today, and then tomorrow I'm going to let you do it. Is everybody with me? All right? But your job is please stay focused, and as soon as you don't know something, you raise your hand and say, whoa, slow down, I don't understand. All right, I mean that now. All right, this is hard. All right? Not really, but in this grand scheme of everything else we've been doing, this is the hardest thing. All right, so let's look. All right, so first of all, do they have a common denominator here?
No.
No. So is everybody, what is the common denominator? Now, could we say a common denominator is 12? Is a common denominator 18? Is a common denominator 24? Is a common denominator 300? It's just much easier if we choose the what? The least common denominator. That's what we want. And of course, the least common denominator is 6. That is correct. All right. Now, here's how we're going to do these, because these are the easy ones. What am I multiplying the first fraction by to get the common denominator? Go ahead, guys. Tell me.
2.
Multiplying by 2. It's kind of a collective thing. All right, we're going to multiply by 2. Now, for me, if you're having trouble, I'm going to go ahead and make mine. And I'm going to make this times 2 times 2. You see where that is?
Yeah.
And now you understand that's just what? 4, 6 minus 5, 6.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes.
I didn't say that was the answer. I just said I changed it to common denominator.
Yeah.
Right? Now that you have them the same, it's just like yesterday. Right now, you just tell yourself, what's 4 minus 5? So the answer is -1/6. Now again, it's supposed to be what first? Kind of easy. That wasn't too hard. But as we go down the page, it's going to get harder. Okay? So really pay attention. All right, let's knock out number 2. All right, so again, the least common denominator, come on everybody, 18. Is everybody okay with that? Now, most people are not good at multiplication facts. That's hard. Does everybody agree with me? If you know your math facts pretty well, then it's not so bad. All right. Now, just as a quick review, because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, the reason it's 18 is because if you list the multiples of 12 or multiples of 6, you get 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Then you list the multiples of 9, you get 9, 20. 9, 18, 27, 36. And then you're noticing what? That 18 is common. 18 is common. Right? So that's how we got that. All right? Is everybody okay with that? All right, so now, listen, guys. Here's how I'm trying to teach you when you have improper, or not improper, but just a proper fraction. We can just change the denominator to what again? Now, please watch me. Here's how I want you to do it. You guys are big kids now, so you just need one fraction. What's the denominator? Say it. 18. Remember, it's collective. Now, if you don't know it's 18, you're supposed to tell me you don't know it's 18. That's what I'm asking. All right, so as soon as you get behind, because in a minute I may call on someone, if you're behind, I'm going to be upset if you don't know. All right, is everybody with me? That's 18. Yep. Now, what am I multiplying the first fraction by? 2. So, what's 5 times 2? 10. Now, are we adding or subtracting? Subtracting. What am I multiplying the second fraction by? 3. So in my mind, I'm putting times 3 there. Now, technically, I should put times 3, but that's a waste of my time, right? So now, what's 1 times 3? 3. Is everybody with me now? Does everybody see, look how much shorter that is? Hopefully, you're agreeing with me. Does everybody agree with that? Yes. Right? Now, I'm expecting you at the end of this year to be able to do fractions just mentally. Pretty soon, you'll just be able to look at that and say, 5/9 minus 1/6, that's 7/18. Right? You should be able to do that. All right? If I do a good job. So that, does everybody agree, is 7/18? Yes. You good? Molly? Good? Good? I want everybody to tell me. You good? You good? Ashley? Boys? Yep. Boys? Yep. Boys? Boys? All right, so everybody's good. All right, now I'm going to number 3. All right? So now everybody's going to tell me quickly, common denominator is? 40 is a common denominator. Or we could say 20. Would I be wrong if I accidentally did 40? No, just as harder, that's all. Do you agree with that? So common denominator again is, or I should say the least common denominator is what? 20. So now we're going to practice doing like I'm showing you. I want a 20. And then I want a big fraction bar. Now, what am I multiplying the first fraction by? 5. So that becomes a what? No. What does it become? Negative 15. Thank you. There's a huge difference. You need to put negative 15. You okay with that? All right, what am I multiplying the second fraction by? 2. So if I multiply by 2, I get a negative 14. I like that. Now you could say minus 14, right? You with me? You could say times 2. But I'm trying to teach you that this is kind of like negative 7 times 2, which is that negative 14. You hear me? Does it matter if you say it as a minus or a negative? No. It makes no difference. It's the same thing. All right? Is everybody happy so far? Everybody's happy? All right. Yes, sir.
Wouldn't you add those two?
Yes, thank you. That's the next thing we're going to get to. So your final answer is what?
29 over 20.
No.
39.
What did you forget? Jackson won't ever forget these again. Negative 29. Right, Jackson?
Yep.
You said the negative, I heard it.
Yeah.
Negative 29 over 20. Now, do I have to convert that to a mixed fraction?
No.
No, that's the answer. All right, when you get to higher level math, we just leave it. Negative 29 over 20. What?
Like, I don't get, like...
Now, here's what I want to teach you. Right now, for me to be a good teacher, you have to tell me, at what point were you okay here? And were you okay here?
Well, I was, like, confused because, like, I don't understand, like, when you said, like, it doesn't matter, I feel like it does because, like, it could be negative 1.
What do you mean? If I said, what's negative 15 minus 14, what is that? No, they're both negative. Or the signs are the same. So you're adding it. Remember, this is what we did earlier in the year.
I know, but then I feel like I'm, like, it's like...
No, I understand you, but listen to what I'm saying now. Listen, please, think about it. Remember, I always told you, if you owe your mom 15 and you owe your dad 14, that's what that means. They're both negative. Right? So if I said this, if I said negative 1 minus 1, that's not 0, is it? No, right? They're both negative, so we add them. You agree now? All right, good. Let's fix the problems right now. Fixing the problems right now. Anybody have any problems with negative 29 over 20? All right, here we go. Let's knock out number 4. All right, people. Common denominator.
80.
Somebody said 80.
Yeah.
Somebody said 40. Would 80 work?
Yeah.
Would 40 be better?
Yeah.
Is there something less than 40? No, definitely not. So we're going to put a 40. What do I multiply the first fraction by? So what is that? 35. Am I going too fast?
Yeah.
All right, come on now. Plus. Okay, what do I multiply the second fraction by? 4. So that just becomes a 4, right? 39 over 40. Guys, you remember when you had trouble with adding fractions? Come on. That's easy now, right? That's not hard. Agree?
What do you times for 35? 7 times 5?
Yes. Tell me why I did times 5.
Because 8 times 5 is 40.
That's correct.
But then where do you have the 4?
What did I multiply the second fraction by?
Oh, 4.
Well, that's good. Very good. Now you learn. Keep it up. You good now? All right. Here we go. Uh-oh. Now we have 3 fractions. Don't be confused. Everybody look. 5, 4, 10. Common denominator is?
20.
20. Good. Good. All right. Now, Molly, I really want you to concentrate on me on this one because, again, this is kind of going back to where we add and where we subtract. Okay? So common denominator is 20. What do I multiply the first fraction by?
4.
So that's a what?
Negative 4.
Negative 4. What's wrong with that? Now you can say minus, right? And what do I multiply the second one by? 5, right? So that would be, yes. So you could say either negative 15 or minus 15, correct?
Yeah.
Molly, is that good? And then the next one we're multiplying by what? Say it again.
2.
Multiply by 2, so that becomes
14.
That's 14. Now, to me, when I look at this, there's lots of ways to look at it, but when I look at this, I just say that's negative 1, right?
Yeah.
And negative 1 minus 4 is what?
Oh.
Negative 5. So do you agree with that? So this is equal to negative 5 over 20. Is that the final answer?
No.
No, always reduce. You never have to ask me if we have to reduce. So what does that reduce to? Negative 1, 4. Okay, KK, good.
Oh wait, never mind, I get it. But like, why did you times it by like? How do you know what to times it by?
Because remember, listen to me, kiddo. This is important. I'm trying to get a 20. What do I multiply 10 by to get a 20? That's why I multiply by 2.
Oh, I
What
get it.
do I multiply 4 by to get a 20? That's why I multiply by 5.
Yeah,
See what I'm saying? Right? Come on now, you can do this. All right, negative 1/4. Anybody have any issues with the reducing? Anybody have any issues? What? I can't hear you. Tell me.
I can maybe how like do you subtract all of them?
Well, no? You're just going. What's negative 4 and negative 15?
Positive 20.
Negative 4 and negative 15 is what? Isn't that negative 19?
Oh, okay.
And then plus 14. The signs are different, so we subtract. Right? All right, here we go. Keep it up. Come on. Number 6. Everybody.
48. 24.
Would 48 work?
Yeah.
48 would work. All right? But it's better to say what?
24.
All right, guys, let's do 24. All right, now I'm going to ask Molly a question. What am I going to multiply the first one by, Molly?
30. 4.
4. Okay. So what am I going to get? 20. KK.
Mm-hmm.
What am I multiplying the second one by?
For 7?
Yep.
3.
That's right. So now it's going to be minus 21. You okay with that?
Yes.
Right. Okay. What am I going to multiply the third equation by? Luca.
2.
2. So what is that?
22.
Plus 22, right? Now, I want everybody to look at this real quick because I'm confused sometimes. I like to do things simple. Look, my brain, come on, you're not looking. My brain did this first. And I read that as not negative 21 plus 22, but how did my brain look at that? Tell me.
I look at it as 23 minus
20, you mean 22 minus?
21.
Yes, right. 22 minus 21, that's how your brain should be looking at it, which is automatically a 1. And then 1 plus 20.
21.
21. You okay with that or not?
Mm-hmm.
Equals 21 over 24. Molly, are you happy with that?
Mm-hmm.
And then we reduce by a factor of 3. 21 divided by 3 is? 24 divided by 3 is? 24 divided by 3 is?
8.
8.
How did you do 21?
What's 22 minus 21?
1.
1 plus 20. Not negative.
Oh, 20.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
Right, because again, I'm trying to show you, instead of saying negative 21 plus 22, we can say 22 minus 21.
Yeah.
That's the same. Okay, boys? You all right?
Yep.
All right, let's have some more fun.
Got that exact.
Oh, now you know what? 7 is embarrassing. 7 is embarrassing. All right? Now look, I want everybody to look up there on the board, and I want everyone to say with confidence, obviously, the answer is tell me. What is the answer?
To this problem?
Yes, what is 7 minus 2/3?
7. I got.
What did you get? Now, I'm okay with that being 19 over 3, all right? Because you guys just made it 7 over 1, right? But here's what I think everybody should know, a better understanding. I think everybody should look at that and just say, obviously, that's 6 1/3.
Oh my God, I always
Do you understand what I'm saying? Right, now look, please, I'm trying to get you, hey, I'm trying to get you to see numbers a little bit different, right? It's like you have 7 pizzas and you ate 2/3 of one. Think about what I'm just saying now. Because I don't like doing 21 over 3 for this one, right? I mean, you can make this over 1 and get a common denominator, 21 over 3 minus 2/3, 19 over 3, you can be happy. But you see, you should be able to look at that and tell me 7 minus 2/3 is 6 1/3. Is that, you understand what I'm saying? Right? So again, if I were to draw this out, and I tell kids all the time, I learned because I love pizza. All right? So how many pizzas do I have?
2.
Oh, how many pizzas do I have?
4. 6.
Wow. How many pizzas do I have altogether?
Oh, 7.
I have
0. 4.
I have 7 altogether. All right? I have 7 altogether. So watch. There are my 7 pizzas. Come on now. Now, what happens? One of my pizzas, I come along and say, I'm really hungry. So if you've ever divided a pizza into thirds, here's what it would look like. And I just ate what? 2 pieces. How many pieces are left? 1 out of how many? But how many whole pieces are there? 6. So the answer is 6 1/3. You with me on this, right? So again, is it wrong to do what you guys said? 19/3. There's nothing wrong with that, right? but your brain should be able to say, okay, 7 minus 2/3 is 6 1/3. Everybody with me? So I'm going to write a new one up here. I'm going to see if you guys are paying attention. Look up. All right, if I said to you, what's 5 minus, let's do 7/8. What does that answer? Tell me. Jolie, go.
4 and 1/8.
4 and 1/8. That is beautiful.
Boom.
All right, that's
Boom,
nice. Right? You understand this,
Nevada.
right? You can say no.
Like, I'm just kind of.
Okay, so we're going to show you again. Tell me.
How, like, what can you, like, reduce it by?
How did I know it was 4 and 1/8? Is that what you're asking me? There's no reducing. There's no reducing. See, my problem is, look, come on, I want you to listen now. You're messing around too much. All right? My problem is, you ate 7 out of 8 pieces. How many pieces are left?
Oh, yeah.
1. Do you agree? Think about it. You go, there's a pizza on the table, you're starving, so you had 7 out of the 8 pieces. So how many pieces are left? 1. Does that make better sense now? Because I'm going to do some more practicing on this problem, because I'm amazed at how many kids can't tell me that answer. I'm amazed. All right? So here we go again. I'm going to put another one. And you have to just put your markers down and you're just going to tell me the answer. Stop writing. You don't have to do anything. Just tell me the answer. If I do 9 minus 3/4, what's 9 minus 3/4?
8, 9, 1/4.
You
I mean,
heard-
8, 1/4.
Yes, 8 1/4. Molly, are you okay with that? All right, so let's do another one. Let's say I have 7 minus 3/5. Tell me.
6 and 1/5?
6 and, don't tell him. 6 and what?
2/5?
What? Did you hear him?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's do a different one. Come on, guys. Tell me about 11 minus 4/9. What's the answer?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I said,
So you ate 4 out of 9 slices. How many slices are left? See what I'm getting at, right? Come on, what's the matter? No, there's nothing on your iPad. I'm asking you a question. You ate 4 out of 5 pieces, or 4 out of 9. How many are left?
5?
Yeah. Come on, don't listen. Some of you guys, like, if you don't know something, you get like nervous. So stop doing that. I'm teaching you something new every year. All year long for the next 2 years, I'm teaching you. Right? So come on, I'm trying to help you learn something, right? So if I say you ate 4 out of 9 pieces, you say there are how many left? Okay, so we're going to keep going until you get it. All right, so here we go. So look, there are 11 pizzas, right? Let's say we're going to have a pizza party. You eat 4/9 of one pizza. So I'm going to show you something, what that represents, right? How many pieces are in this pizza? Right, because the denominator is 9, right? So there are 9 pieces in there. You ate how many? So how much is left? How many pieces are left? That's why there's 5 9s.
9.
You with me? Right? So now if there were 11, are there 11 full pizzas now or only what?
10.
That's the answer. That's what I'm saying. No reason not to keep going at it, man. You got to fight for your knowledge. No one's going to give it to you. Right? If you want to learn, speak up. All right. Is everybody okay with that now?
Yeah.
Everybody okay with that? Right? I can do some more examples if you need me to, but some of you, I don't feel like you're good, right?
Yeah.
You would tell me now. That's what I'm saying. Some people don't like to tell me when they don't know something because I'm loud. All right, that's not it. Come on, be brave. All right, you don't know something, put your hand up and say, for goodness sakes, I'm trying to learn here. You're not telling me. All right, I'm not going to be mad at that. Okay, here we go. Now we got another good problem because now we have a mixed fraction. All right, so what is the common denominator here, guys?
30.
30. So we do a common denominator of 30. What do I multiply the first fraction by? 3, so that is a, what's the second fraction? 5, so that's going to be a 25. So what's 9 plus 25? Everybody with me on that? 34 out of 30. Can I reduce that? Yes, by what? 2, thank you. Divide by 2, divide by 2. What's 34 divided by 2? 17. What's 30 divided by 2? 15. Now, am I allowed to keep it like this? No, because there was automatically a what over here? 4. So this is 4 and 17 out of 15. But we know that that's going to equal what?
5 and 2 15.
Yes, 5 and 2/15. Now, I want to tell you something again, guys. I'm serious about what I said earlier. If you're not understanding me, you got to tell me. Or I can't help you if you don't tell me. Right? But just one second, Ashley. So I think it's important to go ahead and just add these first. Right? Add those first. Then you have to remember, well, I started with 4. That's what the whole number means, 4. All right, now Ashley, tell me. What do you want it to be? Yeah, but you can't have, this is called an improper fraction. You can't have a mixed and an improper. Right? Does that make sense now?
Yeah.
All right.
So how did you get 5 and 2
Because if you have 17 out of 15, that simplifies to 1 and 2/15. You hear this or not? Okay, so we divide. How many times is 15 going to 17? But how many left over? That's what we got. How's that? Make sense? Promise?
Yeah.
All right. And now you put that 1 with the other 4. That's how you got the 5. You hear this?
So are we gonna have homework tonight on this? Because the solutions are posted.
I'm not worried about the solution.
Okay.
I'm not worried. Just stay with me. Okay. All right, that's your job right now. So does anybody have any questions with why the answer is 5 and 2/15? All right, 5 and 2/15. All right, let's knock out numbers. Now, you know what? This is another thing that causes so much grief for kids. Come on. All right, I'm so upset with this. All right? I can look at that and say, that is the answer. That's what I want you to be able to do. Who can tell me what the answer is? What is it? Molly. Tell me.
5 and negative 1.
What do you think?
4 and 4.
I'm liking what you guys are saying, but
Negative 4.
no.
Negative 1.
No.
Negative 5 and 4.
What do you think? What are you thinking?
I got negative 4 for now.
What are you guys thinking? See, this is why I'm upset, all right? So listen to me. Listen. Are they both negative? So what do we do with the numbers? We just add them. Look, please let me just listen to me. Don't make this mistake anymore. Please watch me. The answer. I don't understand. Here's the answer.
Like on the last one.
Right, because look at the last one. The last one of them was a positive, and one of them is a what? Negative, so you do what? Subtract them. Right? Right? So here, both of them are what? Both of them are what? Negative, so what do? You add them. You hear me? You add them. So if I say, what's 5 plus 5/9, you would tell me it's what? 5 and 5/9. And for whatever reason, I don't understand it. This is every single year we go over this. And everybody takes a test, and I write that problem on the test, and people just don't know what I'm talking about. Tell me.
For the last one, it was, I understand the 5, but I understand it's 5 over 9 if,
Because all we're doing is, because the signs are the same, we add. If I said to you, what's 5 plus 5 ninths, you should be able to tell me that's 5 and 5 ninths.
but why isn't it 5 and 4?
Because I'm not subtracting. I'm adding them. I'm adding. It's like I have 5 pizzas. I'm going to show you something. Copy this. I'll show you. Right here. Paste. So here's what I got. So here are my, I want to get rid of this one. Right. Now, you agree they're negatives, right? Because it's -5. Right? So what I'm going to do is, these represent -5. Right? Yeah. Now, this one over here is, this is going to represent -5 ninths. So together, it would be -5 and 5 ninths. Like it's kind of like this. It's kind of like if I say -3 and -2. What's that? No, that's your mistake. That's why you're in trouble. Because I want you to think about it. Both signs are negative.
I,
That's you're now, right?
how do you say?
So these are both negative. Because these are both negative, you just add them together.
Okay.
Right? So let me show you something else. And a lot of my kids do not understand this. Look, please look. Try to listen. We're almost done, guys. And I'm going to reward you for that. All right, but you got to listen to me. What does 1 and 1/2 actually mean? Come on. What does 1 and 1/2 actually mean? Most people didn't know this. I was surprised. That means 1 plus 1/2. 1 and 1/2 means 1 plus 1/2. Just mathematicians are lazy, so they just drop that plus sign and say, just you're gonna have to know that's what that means. You hear me? So if I say to add these two together, you're gonna add 5 and add 5 ninths, that's gonna give you 5 and 5 ninths. But because they're both negative, it's gonna be negative.
But,
Come on, girl.
you would act like the 1 and the 1 over 2.
Yeah.
What if it was like 1 and 1 over 5?
1 and 1 over 5 means 1 plus 1/5.
Okay.
You know that? Right? Now again, I'm really trying to make sure you understand fractions. All right? What time's the bell ring?
11.
All right, so we got a couple minutes. So I can do a couple more. All right, so now, all right, you guys, this is the moment of truth right here. Okay, so now I'm asking a question. Do we add them or do we subtract them? Do we add them or do we subtract them, Cole? Look right here. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying you said add, like you weren't 100% sure. So what is this right here? A positive or negative? What is this? You add them or subtract them?
Oh, subtract.
You subtract them. All right, so tell me the answer.
Oh, it's 2 and 1 6.
So,
Negative.
yes.
And then forget the negative.
Now look. If you understand that, then I'm pretty good about it. All right, if you don't understand that, we got work.
I understand that, I still don't understand it.
Okay, so if I said to you, and I'm happy to say it, watch me, pay attention. If I said what's 3 plus 2/3, what's 3 plus 2/3?
Oh, it's 3.
No, you're not subtracting. You're adding.
Oh,
It's just 3 and 2/3.
oh, that's it?
What if I said what's 5 plus 7/8?
5. Oh. 5 over 6. 5 over 6.
Yeah, 5 and 7/8. All right, one more time. 9 plus plus 3/4. Right. So now if I say -1 minus 2/3, what is that? Yeah, negative. Because they're both negative, it's just one fraction. Or if they're both positive, it's one fraction. However, this, they're different, so you treat it differently. Yes? Do you agree, do you add them or subtract them? Okay. So if we subtract, what is 3 minus 5, 6? Say again? No, because you're not borrowing. Well, remember, you have 1, 2, 3 pieces, and you eat 5 out of 6. So how much is left of this piece if you eat 5 out of 6? Right, 1 piece left, right? So 3 minus 5, 6 is 2 and 1, 6. Remember that? Well, because originally you had 3, right? Right? And now I just ate 5 out of 6 pieces. There's 2 and 1, 6 left, right? Okay, guys. So, the homework. What I want you to do, though, is listen, concentrate on what I'm saying now. All right, concentrate on that information. Tomorrow, we're going to finish it up. Super important. Good job, guys. Good job.
Hold on 1 second. Let me close this out.
I want to